What's going on, guys? Cup of Soup TCG here, back again with another video. And today for you guys, I will be profiling my Ancient Warriors deck profile pre-Eternity Code. I know Eternity Code is right around the corner, but I figured I would quickly give my profile before it, and then I can give another profile after it, so I can just talk about the differences once that profile video is up. But in the meantime, here is my profile. I'll just quickly explain the ratios. Fully fun deck. I've been taking the opportunity during this whole period to just play heaps of rogue strategies, and one of them was Ancient Warriors. So here's my build. I'll go through real quick. So for level 4s, playing 3 of the Virtuous one, 3 of the Masterful one, 2 of the Graceful, 2 of the Eccentric. I'm not going to bother pronouncing their names because I know I'm going to butcher it. Going with this ratio simply because the Ultras are your best. These two are nice, but they don't really combo, like, if that's the only one you see. Like, a lot of combos in this deck are generally 2 to 3 cards. Like these are good if you open 3 visits as well, because then you can use the 3 visits effect. Obviously, these ratios will change as we get more support, but that's it for the level 4s. On to the level 7s. We play 2 of each. Quite simply, the reason why we play 2 of this one is because if we open multiples, there are bricks in our hand, because we can only special summon this if only our opponent controls monsters, which is kind of hard. It's kind of harsh, but it is what it is. We play 2 of this, so because the summon is once per turn. But it's cool. It gets big. It can attack up to twice, so really good for breaking boards. Other cards we play can be kind of counterintuitive, but I've opted to play triple Vishuddha, simply because this is a go second deck, so it's really nice for removal and stuff like that. You could play Kaijus instead, you could play hand traps instead. This is just what I'm choosing to play as of right now. I do play 2 Gamma Seal. Once going back to the Vishuddhas, you could play a bigger Kaiju package including Slumber, but that's just personal preference, that's really up to you. I just find it's 2 just to get rid of a negate, like real quick. You just drop it on them, they can't really stop it. So yeah. On to the spells. 3 visits. 2 alliance. These are pretty standard. I believe in most builds, 3 visits is an amazing card, simply because when you normal special summon an Ancient Warriors, you can add another one with a different name, and when you send it away, you can special summon one. Really helps putting bodies on board. And Sun Liu Alliance is kind of like a True King of all calamities kind of effect, so that's also really good. Some other spells we play, obviously because we're all Beast Warriors, we're going to play 3 Tenki and 3 Tensu, because this deck is pretty normal summon reliant, so Tensu being that double summon really helps us out in that regard. 2 Cosmic Cyclone because of all the random back row and the Mystic Mine, so we're just playing that to just out that. Pretty straightforward. 1 Reborn is like a nice extender to keep going. One of these simply because like it is like a nice target that you can search if off the level 4s if you need another target. Like its effect is okay, it's not crazy, but you know, it's just another target that we have. And then I play Triple Imperm as our hand trap, and 2 Evenly Match for going second. Evenly Match is something that I'm kind of debating right now, simply because the issue with this deck is that it wants your opponent to have monsters on board, but it's kind of hard to like it wants your opponent to have monsters on board, but if they have lots of interaction or if they have a really crazy board, like you kind of need to like play Evenly Matched, even though it sort of defeats the game plan. So I don't know if I really want to keep this. I might switch out for like Forbidden Chalice or just other negation cards. But yeah, so that's it for the main deck. Onto the extra. Play 1 Targeting, because we're all Beast Warriors. This gets you out your Tensu or Tenki for follow-up plays, plus it's a skill drain on legs in a sense. So yeah, we play that. Play an Exciton, just more rank 4 good stuff, including, you know, Dweller, rank 4 good stuff, Tornado Dragon, rank 4 good stuff, Baguska, Castell, just really good rank 4 stuff. This is my personal take on the deck as well. because we do vomit out a lot of level 4 monsters at one time if we can go uninterrupted. So because of that, I actually played Deltaros, Satana Deltaros, and one Constella Diamond. The idea of this is that, say, like, we're up against Shadows or something, and we break through their board, and, you know, they're a super dark, heavy deck, and so, like, because of that, we can overlay Deltaros, so, with Constella Diamond, so, and then we can have, like, this Omni Negation that really shuts them down, and, like, it just helps with our plays. Instead of just having, like, bunch of cards that don't really interact, we can make this guy has negation, is kind of floodgate-like effect, so that's why we play that. Utopia package, don't play double or nothing. Like, I personally just don't like the idea of a brick in the deck. And like, this deck is pretty fine with OTKing by itself. It puts up enough bodies on board where it can OTK, and I really enjoy having Utopia the Lightning simply because when I attack my opponent, they can't activate anything, so there's no shenanigans where, you know, they might activate something that could stop Utopia double. Yeah, that's pretty much, like you could play the double or nothing if you wanted to. You could cut the Reborn for the double or nothing and play Utopia double instead of the Lightning. That's just really up to you. Some links, play Monk, obviously for the Vishuda. Nightmare package, nothing really much to say, just good honest removal, and this Boral Sword is a link for. Extra deck's really flexible, in all honesty. You could play something like Big Eye because of the amount of level 7 you run. So like your rank 7 of choice if you wanted to play that instead. I feel with Ancient Warriors there's just a lot of avenues that you can take the deck. There's a lot of ways that you can build it because there's so many good going second cards. You could play stuff like Super Poly, you could play more hand traps, you could play Extravagance if you wanted to because you don't really need the extra deck. I don't have Extravagances, so I'm not. If I did, I probably would. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like Ancient Warriors, even though they're not the greatest deck. I think they're lots of fun to play, and you know, now is the time to just, you know, take the opportunity to play these lesser known strategies, and really just like pick them apart, experiment, and you know, and try to make the best of them. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Cup of Soup TCG, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.